UN climate change undercutting work to end poverty, hunger. United Nations APU hunger is growing and the world is not on track to end extreme poverty by 2030 and meet other UN goals, mainly because progress is being undermined by the impact of climate change and increasing inequality, a UN report said Tuesday. The report on progress toward achieving the 17 UN goals notes achievements in some areas, including a 49% fall in child mortality between 2000 and 2017, as well as electricity now reaching nearly 90% of the world's population. But Liu Zhenmin, the UN Under-Secretary General for Economic and Social Affairs, said that despite some advances, monumental. He said at a news conference the most urgent area for action is climate change, which may. According to the report, biodiversity loss is happening at an accelerated rate, and they. Liu said the report also shows inequality. The first of the 17 goals adopted by world leaders in 2015 is to eliminate extreme poverty, people living on less than $1.90 a day, and the second goal is to end hunger, achieve food security and promote sustainable agriculture. According to the report, while the number of people living in extreme poverty declined to 8.6% of the world's population in 2018, the report said the pace is slowing and projections suggest that 6% of people will still be living in extreme poverty by 2030 if current trends continue. Francesca Perucci, chief statistician in the UN Department of Economic Extreme. While Liu said there has been good. According to the report, the number of people going hungry has increased since 2014. And the worst-hit region is sub-Saharan Africa, where the number of undernourished people increased from 195 million in 2014 to 237 million in 2017, the report said. On education, it warned that proficiency in reading and mathematics is shockingly low. Globally, the report said women represent 39% of the workforce but hold only 27% of managerial positions. It said Perucci said 80% of people worldwide are online, but only 45% of those living in developing countries and just 20% in the least developed countries have access to the internet.
Raindrop, drip, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.